Want to live in Dubai long-term without worrying about visa renewals every year? The UAE Golden Visa could be your dream ticket, but don't rush in just yet. In this video, I'm breaking down everything you must know before applying, from eligibility to hidden requirements, costs, benefits, and even what could get your application denied. I'll also tell you what documents you'll need, when to apply, and how to avoid common mistakes. Let's dive into this in depth. Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the real facts on immigration, visas, and life abroad, especially for people looking for new opportunities in places like the UAE, Australia, Canada, the UK, and beyond. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched, helpful guides. Today, we're talking about the UAE Golden Visa, arguably one of the most attractive long-term residency options in the world. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly if you qualify, what documents you need, and how to apply successfully. 1. What is the UAE Golden Visa? The UAE Golden Visa is a long-term residency program introduced by the UAE government in 2019. Unlike traditional residence visas tied to employment, this visa allows individuals to live, work, or study in the UAE without the need for a national sponsor, and with full ownership of their businesses on the UAE mainland. Key features: 5. Or 10-year renewable residency for a local sponsor, freedom to work, study, invest, or live. Ability to sponsor family members, spouse, children, domestic helpers. Visa remains valid even if you spend extended periods outside the UAE. It was launched to attract high-performing individuals, investors, entrepreneurs, exceptional talents, scientists, doctors, engineers, creatives, and outstanding students to make the UAE their long-term home. 2. Who is eligible for the UAE Golden Visa? There are several categories of eligible applicants. Let's break each one down. A. Investors in public investments. Minimum AED 2 million investment, approx. USD 545,000. Investment can be in the form of a deposit in a UAE investment fund or ownership of a company, proof of investment value through approved bank letter or MOA, Memorandum of Association. Important: the capital invested must not be loaned and the investment must be retained for at least 2 years. B. Real estate investors must own properties worth AED 2 million or more. Properties can be mortgaged, but at least AED 2 million must be paid. Joint ownership with a spouse is allowed, provided total value meets threshold. Tip: always get your real estate documents attested and registered in the Dubai Land Department before applying. C. Entrepreneurs and startup owners. Ownership of a UAE-based startup registered under Small and Medium Enterprises, SMEs, annual revenues of at least AED 1 million, approval letter from a certified UAE business incubator. D. Exceptional talents. Includes inventors, researchers, doctors, scientists, artists, athletes. Must have accreditation or recognition from a UAE or international authority. No education or salary requirement if you prove exceptional talent. Examples: doctors must be licensed by the UAE's Department of Health. Artists must have recognition from the Ministry of Culture and Youth. E. Highly skilled professionals. Professionals with a bachelor's degree and monthly salary of AED 30,000 or more. Categories include IT, education, law, medicine, engineering, and business. Work contracts and attested degrees are a must. F. Outstanding students and graduates. Top-performing students in UAE high schools and universities. Graduates from the top 100 global universities, QS times higher ed, etc. GPA and academic records are critical. 3. Documents you need for the UAE Golden Visa. Extremely detailed. Here is a comprehensive checklist, but requirements vary by applicant type. General required documents: valid passport, minimum 6-month validity, recent passport size photo, white background, Emirates ID, if already in UAE, entry visa or current residence visa, health insurance coverage in the UAE, specific supporting documents by category. For investors, proof of investment, bank letter, fund certificate, business license or trade license, MOA and share certificates, tax clearance certificate. For real estate investors, title deeds from Dubai Land Department, property valuation reports, mortgage clearance or loan statements. For skilled professionals, Employment contract from UAE company, tested university degree, Ministry of Education, plus UAE Embassy in your country, salary certificate, labor card, and Emirates ID. For students, academic transcripts, recommendation letters, enrollment certificate from accredited institutions. For talents, letters of accreditation from relevant UAE authority, awards or published work, recognition letters or patent certificates. 4. How to apply for the UAE Golden Visa, step by step. Step 1. Eligibility check. Visit the UAE Federal Authority for Identity and Citizenship, or the GDRFA website to check eligibility. Step 2. Gather all required documents. Double-check that everything is attested, translated if needed, and within expiry limits. Step 3. Apply online through ICA or GDRFA Dubai portals. Select Golden Residency Services. Upload your documents and pay initial application fees. Step 4. Application review. Typically, it takes 30 to 60 days for initial review. You might receive a message for more documents or a request to visit a visa center. Step 5. Entry permit or status change. If approved, you'll get an entry permit, valid for 6 months with multiple entries. If you're already in UAE, you'll do an in-country visa status change. Step 6. Medical exam and Emirates ID. Visit an approved medical center for a blood test and X-ray. Submit biometrics for your Emirates ID. Step 7. Receive your Golden Visa. Once complete, you'll get a visa sticker on your passport and your Emirates ID. 5. Costs of the UAE Golden Visa. While costs vary by case, here's an average. Application and processing: AED 2,800 to 3,800. Medical test AED 300 to 700. Emirates ID AED 1070 to 2,500 depends on validity. Typing and admin AED 100 to 300. Real estate valuation, if applicable, AED 2,000 to 5,000. Total approximate cost AED 4,500 to AED 10,000, depending on your category. 6. Benefits of the UAE Golden Visa. Long-term view. Long-term residency, 5 or 10 years. No need for a local sponsor or employer. Ability to sponsor your spouse, children, and domestic workers. Full ownership of mainland businesses. Access to UAE banking and credit system. Greater personal and business stability. Ability to stay outside UAE without visa cancellation. Prestige and flexibility in Middle Eastern markets. 7. Common mistakes that lead to rejection. Must know. Submitting outdated or incomplete documents, applying under the wrong category, not attesting educational certificates, failing the medical test, HIV, TB, etc., unexplained gaps in property or business records, trying to apply before meeting minimum investment thresholds. So, now you know applying for the UAE Golden Visa is not impossible, but it's definitely not something you want to mess up. If you're confused about which category you fall under, unsure about your documents, or need step-by-step help, I do offer visa consultations to help make the process easy, fast, and successful. You can reach out in the comments or DM me on Instagram. Here's what I can help you with. Full eligibility assessment. Document checklist tailored to your case, professional application submission, tracking and follow-up until approval. Remember, it's not just about having money or a degree. It's about knowing how to present your case the right way. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bell, drop your questions in the comments below. I reply to every one of them.